Milkweed is the host plant for the monarch butterfly. It's the only plant they're going to lay their eggs on and the only plant that the caterpillars will eat to become butterflies. There are multiple types of milkweed. In Arkansas alone, there's around 15 different types of native milkweed. Native milkweed is very important because the plants that are native to an area are used to growing there. They're used to the conditions, the weather patterns. They don't need water to be watered. They can just survive a lot longer and are healthier plants. I've talked to a lot of people that have a little bit of a problem getting the milkweed to germinate, getting the plant started, and you know it has a bad reputation, but it's really not that hard to do. A few simple things. Number one, start with good seeds. Make sure if you buy your seeds, you get them from a reputable dealer. If you collect your own, make sure they're mature when you collect them. So you need to start out with a good seed. And then number two, the seeds have to go through what's called cold stratification. They have to experience winter. If you collect seeds in the fall and you have an area that you would like to scatter them at the edges of your yard or in your flower bed, you can do that and let winter naturally will cold stratify them. The seed coat is very tough and it just has to be softened up with moisture and cold. And then that will, so once you have the seeds stratified, the next thing to remember is don't plant them too deep. That's very critical. If you plant the milkweed seed too deep, it's not going to make it up to the top. You're going to be disappointed. So make sure you plant them just under the surface. Now, what I do in our seed starter trays, put the potting soil in. You want it to be about 2/3 full. I'll do this first half here. Now there's a little trick that I've learned along the way is to go ahead and just compact it just a little bit, put a little bit of pressure. It kind of pushes the soil down, and that will allow it to draw water up from the bottom easier. Also makes a nice level place to put the seeds in. And so when you have your milkweed seeds, you just take them. I'll put maybe 2 or 3 in each hole. Just gently place those right there. Then I come along. Again, it's critical that you don't plant them too deep, so I just barely sprinkle enough just to lightly cover them. You don't want any more than 1/4 inch of soil on top of them. And again, I'll just come back and gently push it down. It just gives it a little bit better chance of drawing the moisture up from the bottom. Then of course, water and heat. The milkweed seeds have to have a temperature around 70 to 75 degrees for them to germinate. If not, they'll just sit in the cold soil for a long time until it warms up. But it's important that you keep them watered. The seed's going to germinate when the temperature is right and the moisture is right. We've got an area here on the museum grounds that it's not full sun, but it is heavy on the part sun side. So swamp milkweed is one of the few milkweed plants that does well, that can grow in a part shade, part sun area. So we're going to plant some swamp milkweed here. And all we need to do is clear the mulch out of the way. We're going to dig a hole that's about the size of the pot and the depth that the soil is inside the pot. So we got about 4 inches there. And we want the plant to fit snugly in. You can put a little bit of fertilizer in if you wish. Osmocote's a real good slow release fertilizer, but the potting soil that we use has got lots of nutrients in it, so we're just gonna go as it is. And you want to be careful with the roots. The roots are very tender on milkweed. We're going to gently turn this over, let gravity bring it out. You can see the root system. With a lot of plants you'll buy at the nursery, they want you to squeeze this, but not with milkweed. You want to be very gentle with it. We want it to go in the hole just like that. And we'll Put a little mulch around it. And of course you want to always water your plants in immediately after planting. So I'll come here in a little bit and put some water around this. But that's really it. That's how easy it is to plant milkweed, the plants. It's that simple, and I hope lots of people do it because the monarchs sure do need it.